All right, guys, so the Packers did just release their initial injury report for Week 10, Dallas Cowboys versus Green Bay Packers in Lambeau. And man, this is a long list. We saw all those injuries last week against the Lions, and that shows true here. So let's get into it. If you are new here and want more Packers news analysis and updates every single day, including injury reports such as this every single week, go down, hit that subscribe button, leave a like on the video, and turn on post notifications as well. All right, so let's waste no more time because this is a long list, like I said. Let's bring it up here. At the top, we see David Bakhtiari. Knee injury, did not participate. Is this a rest day? Not sure. We saw him pretty much out of the entire second half against the Lions. Returned in that last drive where the Packers ended up not scoring and losing the game. So who knows what that was at this point? Do we ever know? Chris Barnes, we saw leave with a concussion. His first week back, thrown right into the starter role with Devondre Campbell out. He did not participate as well today. Really liked what I saw from Isaiah McDuffie in his limited snaps against the Lions, so hopefully we see more of him if Chris Barnes and Devondre Campbell can't make it to this game against the Cowboys, which moves me on to my next player, Devondre Campbell. Still, he did not participate with that knee injury. We saw him miss last week, leave during that Bills game with the ice around his knee, missed last week, didn't practice all last week, and again, didn't practice on the first day of practice this week. Then we have Mason Crosby with a back injury. He has limited participation. That makes sense why I saw the Packers work out a couple kickers yesterday just in case as that insurance. Then we see Romeo Doubs, ankle injury, did not participate. That was, said to be a high ankle sprain, so likely 4 to 6 week mark. He will likely be placed on the IR, but he hasn't been yet. That's why he's still on this injury report, which is the case for a lot of these players. Rasul Douglas, a calf injury, limited participation. Didn't know he injured himself in that game. Going to be very important to get him out there ready to go, with Eric Stokes likely being out for a long period of time. We still don't have a real update on that yet. Rashawn Gary, knee injury, did not participate. Again, torn ACL, he's out for the year. They just haven't put him on IR yet, so he has to be on this report. Shamar Jean-Charles, ankle injury, did not participate. I'm surprised he hasn't been on IR yet. I don't think this guy has practiced in 2 straight weeks, so the Packers will likely be placing a lot of players on IR this week through the transactions. Elton Jenkins, knee injury, did not participate. Again, is this a rest day? I don't know. I thought he played really well last week. Hopefully that is just a rest day and it's nothing flaring up, and he practices Thursday and Friday and is able to play against the Cowboys. Aaron Jones, ankle injury, really good to see limited participation here. We saw him held out late last game against the Lions where he's on the sideline, his pads are still on, looked like he wanted to go out there, pretty much said, hey, I wanted to go out there, but they held me out, and I'm glad they did because the ankle got really sore after I was sitting around for a while. But tests came back negative. It's not a high ankle sprain. It's not a break or anything of that sort. So a lot of reports are pretty much saying he's going to be able to play against the Cowboys, which him being limited today shows that. I think Aaron Jones will be fine. Now, obviously, something to monitor. He'll likely have his ankle taped, and the risk of re-injury is definitely there, but I think he'll be okay. Allen Lazard, shoulder injury, limited. He's kind of had that shoulder injury the last few weeks. This Packers receiver room is completely banged up, and Allen Lazard has been the most consistent guy, yet being injured while doing it. Then we see Aaron Rodgers did not participate with that thumb injury, that thumb that everyone is now realizing is an issue or has been an issue, and he's, again, not practicing today. He likely will practice tomorrow and Friday, and then go into the Sunday game with tape around his thumb or something of that sort. John Runyon, knee injury, limited participation. We saw him leave against the Lions, but then come back. I'm assuming that was the issue there. Limited, so likely just a sore knee or hyperextension, something of that sort. He should be okay to go against the Cowboys. Preston Smith, neck injury, limited. Definitely need him out there with Sean Gurry now out for the year. Did like what I see from Kingsley Enagbare in that game and all season, so he's going to be getting a lot more snaps as well. Then we see Eric Stokes, which I mentioned earlier, ankle/knee injury, did not participate. We don't have an official update on him yet. I think Matt LaFleur said today he expects an official update by the end of the week, so when that comes out, it'll be right here on this channel, so be on the lookout for that. Sammy Watkins, knee injury, did not participate. Guy's made out of glass, and when he is on the field, he does absolutely nothing. Samori Toure should be starting over him every single day of the week, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video. But Sammy Watkins did not participate. Surprise there. Christian Watson, concussion protocol, full participation. They kept him out of the Lions game after that hit early, although Matt LaFleur said it was not a concussion. He didn't even get hit in the head. It was just precautionary because he took kind of a big hit, and it looked like he got up a little bit wheezy, and so they kept him out of the game. But it wasn't a concussion. He did not suffer another concussion, so that's why he's a full participation today, and he's going to be ready to go against the Cowboys. Okay. That was a gigantic list of injuries. This is the biggest list I've seen in a long time, maybe in a couple years by the Packers midway through the season here. The Packers are extremely banged up and at 3-6 and going against their former head coach Mike McCarthy and a very talented Dallas Cowboys team this Sunday in a primetime, well, pretty much a primetime game. It's America's game of the week, and it's pretty much being played all over the country. So if the Packers can maybe scratch a win, I don't know. Probably not. They're going to be likely 3-7 after this game, and all these injuries are definitely not helping. If the Packers do win, it's going to be on the back of Aaron Jones scoring like 4 touchdowns. And speaking of which, guys, giving away this Aaron Jones signed jersey, thank you to pristineauction.com to enter in this giveaway. You go to pristineauction.com, register on their website using code BASS, B-A-S. That'll enter you in this giveaway, which ends at the end of the month on November 30th. Again, that's code BASS, B-A-S, at pristineauction.com to enter. But that about does it for this one. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Pack Go.